Oh my god! What the freaking hell was that?
Just save it. Yes, he is. Good boy.
Mono realizes he's on for a podium if he just relaxes here. It's a last lap.
Oh, but he's gone.
Oh!
He could be gone for you.
No, Mono doesn't listen. Mono doesn't care.
But I'm getting you, and he's got it.
Around the outside. Cody and Essendon got 3-second time penalties. Oh, they're 3 wide. Oh, I can't look. Boys. Oh, BM's just sent it. Touched wide.
BM. Around the outside. He is. Oh, he's got penalty for what a move. What a move. Yano clipped. Oh, he's going for another.
Oh, holds it around the outside. Oh, no.
Still there. Still side by side. Oh. Oh, Toddy there with the balls.
Keeps it in front. But who positions here? Jala and Green. It's going at it. And down the inside comes Storm. Oh, he holds it. They hold it.
They're still going. Still the inside line for here, and he's managing, holding it, keeping space, but not giving them too much space. Bono risking it.
He's going on the outside.
Oh, what a move.
He made a move on the Alpha Tauri.
What a move. Oh, now they're going to go 3 wide. Oh, they're 3 wide. The Haas is in the middle.
He's made it through both of them.
The Cyber Husky with the fastest lap on the softs, of course. Expect nothing less. Cheeseman trying to go up the inside of Christopher attack. Oh, around the outside. Oh, he makes it stick. Oh.
Sonny's around the outside. Oh, it's not going to work. BM keeps it wide. Oh my god, this is insane. And he's going to take the inside lane. Rapidendo is retired in the pit lane. And guess who will be jumping back into the Colts box?
Freeway. Can he go to the outside? Tristan Primetime breaks early.
Oh,
up the inside goes Noodles. Crazy good overtake. Coming around for Rapid Bono now.
For Noodles on the outside. Noodles holds it in around the outside. If you don't mind, Josie takes the lead with 2 laps to go. He's definitely got wing damage. He has his front lean plate is gone. Reedy is smelling blood. Can he get him up on the inside? Oh, thank you, Cody's finally a good camera angle. Oh, great pass from Reedy. He's into P1 on his debut.
Grab the points from Mercedes here.
Oh,
He's got side by side here.
Oh my god, they really did.
And they both.
Oh, here we go.
Same situation with Dark earlier on.
Let's get goats. Oh, but they holds it. What a move. What a move.
Confidence there. Momentum. Hudak go for the move on Noodles. Can he fling it from the outside? Oh, and Hudak jumps up the inside. Oh, Hudak.
Trying to get in front of Daft. Now, all Daft needs to do is stay 3 seconds. What's Rubik doing? Oh my god.
Is he gonna this Yardo? That is how you do it.
Gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? The show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go.
The tension is building, and you are on board with the #1 commentary team of all Formula One, and we know it. We're not arrogant, we just know the facts. Jack, take us away.
So we got 4 lights, 5 lights, and Austrian Grand Prix is go then! Rubik gets a very, very good start, manages just to get the lead still into turn 1 then. Chrissy just holding on to P3 now. Betsy has got alongside Rubik on the exit of turn 1. Bit of jostling for position from behind then, as we see the McLaren of Kahoot now going around the inside of Chrissy as they come up to turn 3. All very clean as you come through the first cause a bit of contact then and a bit of banging between the Alpha Tauri of Ben Black and the Ferrari of Sways. But I think, Pajala, everyone has managed to get through turn 1 to 5 unscathed.
And guess what? Chrissy's ghosted again. Relic in P5. Willie's got himself on the inside of the outside, actually. Wow, I'll tell you what, Dutchy has sent that from Siberia and got the job done up to P7. Willie's
a little bit off track then, and
Kitchy smells
the position back, but Kitch is going for it.
On the outside.
This is not going to end well.
No, 3 wide.
Kitch for the double!
Jeez,
oh,
you know
Dutchy, what was that?
Oh, Kitchy and
what was that?
Oh, no. You know what?
Tried to absolutely...
William P7, Watto, Hartwiger, Andy into the points. I tell you what, Goffey and Kirko will be cracking the beer.
Something's happened. Andy's lost it.
Supra's out.
Supra's out.
Supra's out. Safety car. Safety car.
Right, let's take a few minutes and
just chill.
Calm ourselves down, yeah. What a start to the race, and I tell you what, it is time to crack open.
Slide, Hartwiger trying to make it all Hartwiger on the inside. Up into P8. Oh, there's a 3-way dance. Dutchy's decided, you know what, I want some as well. 3-way down this turn. This is not going to end nicely for somebody. What a dive by Dutchy. Clip that, Yano. That is going in, but oh, mate. Hartwiger and Dutchy side by side, the owner versus the
what is
No, he was able to hold it. Boxed very early for the Reds. There's 7 laps sold already. But here's
oh my God, what a move! Oh my God!
You saw that. Yano.
Yano, that's the best overtake I think I've seen on this game.
That was ridiculous.
He just sent that around the outside of Chrissy, and that was a stunner. I'm sorry, but oh my God.
And in the next outtake, ladies and gentlemen, that's how a Welshman orgasms. Okay.
Kitchy's going around the outside. Rubric.
Has he got it? Outside again. P2.
Another beautiful move around the outside by Kitch.
Oh, this is just ridiculous to watch Kitchy in a world of his own. The man can't do anything.
Comfortable making it to the end, but you look at the likes of Kahoot, all of these people that are going to go onto the softs from these mediums, it's going to be touch and go.
Touch and go. Okay, that's right. Betsy, Relic, job done. He's got Kitch. He jumped Kitch. And he's on the Reds. That's what I was saying. Maybe Kitch could have gone out for 1 or 2 laps and got himself onto a new set of Reds. Those mediums, he's going to come under all sorts of problems with this.
And
Willie.
Kitch, I think there was a bit of contact going into turn 3. Kitch is very, very vulnerable here from Willie, who's also tapped a bit of Betsy, but Kitch has
inside. It's like Mario Kart's down into turn 3. You saw Willie slide it out.
This isn't going to end well.
Someone chucked the banana in the middle of the thing. You go back and watch the stream. Willie slid it out like he was playing Mario Kart. But he's got himself deploying it now. Betsy's just protecting himself. Willie's got no answer. Betsy, Willie sends it on the inside. It's going to make him vulnerable and it's going to allow Kahoot to get past him now. Bad mistake from Willie, drops himself to P4. Does he make himself vulnerable now to the likes of Rubrik around the outside? He's able to protect himself, and again, 3 laps to go, 4-way dance. Relic Kahoot inside. Betsy's taking the lead. But that's okay. Kahoot on the inside. Look, this is a 3-way dance. The Red Bulls have done everything they possibly can. This could be ending in danger.
Can't do anything. He's literally pushing back.
This is not going to end well.
What is going on?
Well, Betsy holds, but Kahoot. Rubrik's got himself up to P3. Relic dropped to P4. The Red Bulls playing games has bit them on the proverbial ass. Chrissy's out. Can Betsy hold on? make it a back-to-back win here. Down here.
It's going to be an interesting one. Kahoot is now using his ERS.
Yes.
He's going for it.
He's got it on the outside.
Oh, a little bit
One last
squirrely
turn.
then,
One last turn. Kahoot on the inside. Is he going to get the job done? I think he's got it.
No, he's
got it. He's done it. Kahoot into the lead. Betsy's sitting there crying, and his swing lost the traction. Swayze's gone from P9 to P13 all of a sudden. Don't know, ask me how he did that. Must be something going through.
Kahoot touched the curve of death then. I thought he was going to screw it.
Exactly,
Kicks them with another 3-second time penalty.
But meanwhile, Kahoot in P1, Betsy, Willie in P3. Oh! Betsy's lost it! He's lost it! That's going to promote Relic up to P4.
P3!
It is. Can Betsy return it? Oh no.
Can Noodles get P4?
Oh, he's put it into the wall.
P5.
Oh, tyres are burnt out.
Hartwigger could still get P5.
No, he's got a penalty. He's got a penalty.
Oh, yeah.
Betsy gets it back to P7. But Kahoot's our winner. He gets the P. Welcome, guys. We are live from the home of Formula One. We are here at Silverstone, Q1, Division 1 action. Joining me in the commentary box is the real Prince of Wales, the very own Jackie Vaughan, mate. How are you tonight, mate?
I'm absolutely brilliant, my man. How are you?
Mate, I'm going very, very nice. Great to have you in the commentary box. As always, the number one commentary team, as you know, Formula One. We don't boast. We're not being arrogant. We just state the facts, Jack, and that's a simple fact.
Sometimes truth hurts, and sometimes people can't face that. And,
exactly.
I sent an email to Crofty and Martin Brundle the other day, saying that they need to step aside. They said they have been watching and they have been taking notes.
Well,
so hopefully their game improves for the next season.
I hope so, mate, because otherwise you and I will be in the commentary box in Australia. Looking forward to that in April, but geez, I tell you what, a lot to digest tonight. We're going to go through the standings. It's getting a bit tasty at the top between two guys, a Red Bull and a McLaren. One of those at the top of the timesheets. Kahoot made, as you saw in the highlights last week, Jack, a fantastic win. Good to have the defending champion back on the front top step, and valuable 25 points for him. But the Red Bulls, they're going to be fierce tonight. Betsy and Relic, they are going to be on tonight. And what are your picks for tonight, Jack? What are you looking forward to?
I'm looking forward to some good, clean racing. Obviously, Silverstone, notorious for one of the best tracks for battles, overtakes, crashes, as we saw last season in IRL F1.
Yep.
I couldn't call who's going to do it. I know that we've got some very quick people that are going to be definitely ones to watch. Relics, Kahoot, Noodles, Betsy. I think Kitch is definitely going to have something to say as well.
Yep.
Yeah, I can't wait for this. It's going to be a good one. And it's the first sprint series of the year.
Yes, exactly. First sprint series of the year. So for those people who are not regular viewers to the stream, tonight in Britain is our first sprint series. So we have a short 18-minute qualifying. Then we follow it up with a 25% sprint race, which forms the grid for the main event, the 50%. And that's the way that we do it. We do it 3 times, Britain, Imola, and Brazil, and it was very, very successful last season, so looking forward to this. So these boys have only got 10 minutes. It's not a full quali. Chrissy getting himself a little bit sideways, but you can already see these boys are all going for the mediums up front, Jack. None of them really going to be battling it out on the reds.
Ben Black's gone straight for the softs. So we know that he's committing straight away to a soft start, but we know that the AlphaTauri likes to do a little bit different. Very much like I've been watching the Drive to Survive series at the moment, and Jos Capito, I think he made one of his biggest mistakes he made last season when he came in, which I think along the lines of the AlphaTauri boys, what they like to do is go for a different tyre strategy completely. And it just took them out of the race quite a bit. So it'll be interesting to see if Ben can make this work and see what he can do. Quite a lot of drivers that haven't yet made a lap. Just a quick one, McNeil's has redeemed a Welsh hot lap for none other than Andrew Waddington.
Well, just keep an eye out for that, because you've only got the one crack tonight. You've only got the one crack tonight. There's only 18-minute qualifying, so if you want to get those laps in. Daffy, it'll be out. Look at Daff. He's so Rapid Daff in the chat, just wondering when Yano's overtakes it are coming out. Because he thinks that he's a shoo-in to make the top 10, Daff. It's the only reason he's there. It's the only reason he's making the comment, Jack, as you know, is that he thinks that he's in the top 10. And, well, there's a very good chance it probably is, to be completely honest with you. It'll be out by Sunday, Daff. It'll be out by Sunday, mate. So just tune in for that. We'll get it out, mate. So, yeah, it'll be there for Austria. So it takes a bit of a while for Jarno to get off the yacht, as you know.
He's retired. We've got to remember this. He's retired. He's not an old man. He's what we like to refer to as a vintage cheese or a nicely aged wine. That's perfectly mature in every sense.
Very true.
We've got a nice little bit of an oaky kick to it as well.
That's it, exactly. So riding on board through Maggots and Beckett's here with the man they call the Debonator or Rapid. Good to have him back here. So riding on board, he's obviously going on the Reds. Let's see what he can do. Wonder if we can crack the 27. Well, he has invalidated, so he's not going to do much law. What about Rubric, the owner? As you know, we are contractually obligated to get the owner some airtime. Otherwise, we lose our contracts, as you know, Jack. So,
well, I think we're about to lose it because we also have to redeem the Welsh lap, and Wado is just coming down the Hanger Straits, moving out of the way currently for one of the Williams. I believe that is Supra.
Is that Supra? So just let me know when you want me to go on board with Wado. Rubric, just
we've got jump on board with Wado now. He's just coming through the final corners.
Let's go. We're going to get the Welsh man is ready to go, ladies and gentlemen. Over to you, the Prince of Wales.
Thank you very much then. Right, here we go then. We are in my second hometown. I currently live in England, but I am from the lovely place of Cymru, Wales. So we see Wado then coming through the first couple of corners. You want to ease on to that curb there. Take as much double downshift here. Touch that curve, a little bit miss the apex, a little bit squirrely on the exit, then touch the curve like it's a sheep, and then straight down the back straight. Although this is one of the key positionings for the track now. You want to make sure you touch that curve there, nicely done, and then you want to just roll the car around here. Get as early on the power as you dare. Try not to get too much wheel spin. Nicely done there. So Williams gets out of the way very nicely. Now we come down to Hamilton and Verstappen corner. Absolutely nailed it there. For a medium run, I think he absolutely smashed that. Now we get into Maggots and Beckett's. Is it left, right, a left, and then another right? Very much like my penis, actually. It's left, right, and then a left again, and then just very, very straight. Let's see what is a 103.7 for his middle sector split. Kahoot then goes faster with a 26.9 on the mediums. Now we come up to the final few corners. Then Willie with a 26.8, only a 10th faster on the softs. So we'll see what Wado has got then. The Mercedes driver, very, very clean through there. Nice and tight line. Touch the curb, and he is up there with a 27.536. Not a bad lap then.
Wasn't too bad. Very much. So Willie's obviously gone P1 on 26.8, and I'm telling you now, on a short sprint, I reckon he's actually making the right call here, Jack. And the reason why I'm saying that, and you know that the tyre wear around Britain is actually pretty good. So think about it this way. It's going to be a short quali. It's only going to be, 13 laps. You start on the reds. There's a safety car of some description. Boom, on the mediums to the end of the race. The medium boys are going to be stuck out there for a little bit longer. So be interesting to see how it plays out.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, there's only so much realism we can do towards the real sprint series. Obviously, we can't do just a no. You can't turn off the mandatory pit stops. There's no way they could just do like what they do in real life, go medium, soft, or hard all the way to the end of the race. So it does throw in a little bit of tactics into the play as well to see what people feel like they're going to do. But at the moment, yeah, the first two callers and the highest up runners of the softs are Willie and Ben Black then.
Yeah, exactly.
Be interesting to see. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, that's going to be good. So Chris is coming around here up to Pastow into, God, I can never forget this last corner. What the hell is the last quarter called? Bloody hell. It's got everything.
I don't know, he's onto the Hamilton Straight now with the bridge that isn't even actually there in real life. But I love it. They've developed the game more than they've done the track.
Clapsy, yeah, we've got confirmation Daffy will be back hopefully in May. So he's in a production for school, so he can't race until that's over, but hopefully we'll have him back in May.
If we've got baby Oliver in the chat, is there any way you can tell me what production Q is actually doing? I think I've asked a few people, but I'm not sure if anyone actually knows.
Daff is definitely in the chat because he wants to know when Yano's overtakes are coming out because he thinks he's making them. So Daff is definitely in the chat. Absolutely, but I'll tell you what, yeah, exactly. So right on board here with Chrissy. Going to the famous Hamilton-Verstappen crash scene. Been watching the DTS series, Jack. Have you watched it yet?
I'm watching it currently. I've just finished the episode 6.
Ah, right. Okay.
The Williams episode.
Spoiler alert: Verstappen still wins the championship on the last lap. Just to let you know. Whoa!
No.
Yes, he does.
You're joking.
Away we go. Welcome to the. We've got a new guy, Twitch Simon. Thanks very much for jumping into the chat. Thanks for following Rapid Racing League. This is live in our from our sprint series, live here from Britain. Sorry, you were going to say, Jack. So Chris with the 27-1. You were saying?
Watching the DTS series with Rapid Connor, the RRT Rapid Connor of an evening, and I'm quite lucky to say that one of my friends, Aaron, his last name is Cox. That I went to school with is George Russell, or is now Alex Albon's right front wheelman. Oh, and the amount of times you see him on the Netflix series, you see his little bald head. Yeah, it's just like, hey, Baldy! It's so weird to watch that. You see George Russell in a car, and then just someone that I spent 5 years of my schooling career with. Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy, but yeah. One thing I have noticed is the manipulation from Netflix is disgusting.
And
absolutely disgusting.
Have you noticed also no Aston Martin and no Alfa Romeo at all?
Yeah.
Like zero.
Because they don't want Lawrence Stroll in it.
Zero focus. Kitchi on the Wellington Straight. Not Wellington, the Hanger Straight. Sorry, I get these two mixed up. But anyway, Stowe into Vale. Oh, no, he's going to box anyway, so good on you. Relic. Kahoot has put the Q in the rack with a 26.953. Willie might just get the pole here. Can't see anyone else out on track that's really going to actually affect him.
I think anyone's going to, yeah.
Really?
I think he's safe.
I think he is safe, Willie. It's a sprint series. Sorry, you were saying, yeah?
Yeah. One thing I did notice as well is if you watch the McLaren episode or one of the first episodes with Lando and Daniel, they talk. They are
Relic.
racing.
Bushka.
Oh,
Spinneroonie. You were saying?
Oh, that's all right. Just watch. Oh, that's close. There was at one occasion where Lando turns around and says he was pushed off the track. It was in a completely different race.
Yeah.
And they put it over the Monza part where Danny, Rick and Lando were nowhere near each other when it was said. It was just the manipulation, and even Lando's come out and said, like, I never said this at that point. That was about something completely different and a different driver. And it's it's just the manipulation behind it, and I think that's why Max didn't want to be with them.
There you go.
I can understand it.
Yeah, very cool. And look, thanks very much for the follow to I Love KFC and more. I guarantee you, give me a bucket and away we go. So, welcome to the chat, mate. You're here with us. Thanks, mate. Absolutely. Thanks very much. So, we love a bit of KFC. So, Jackie, you'd love
That's
a bit of KFC.
100% Pinju.
It looks like KFC.
100% Pinju.
It would be. Is that Pinju?
It's got to be. 100%.
I love KFC and more. So, welcome to the chat, mate. Thanks for following Rapid Racing League Division 1 Sprint Series here live from Britain. You are in the commentary box here. Nah. It's Clappy's. Okay. Oh, mate. Oh, there we go.
Okay.
Oh, it's Clappy's
alternate account.
Alternate account. There we go. So Watto comes across in 12th. So I suppose we can just wrap it up here because it's all over. Willie has no reason. Josie Wales. Pole. Oh, Josie just puts
Kimmy.
it. There you go. And Kimmy P2. They've just come out of nowhere, those two boys. So P1, P2. Kimmy goes, what? and I'll put it on pole. So Willie now Willie thinks he's actually he's 14. No, he's 14 seconds slower.
14 seconds down. Oh no!
He thought he had it done, and now he's P3. Kahoot, who retired early, is P5. Betsy is that, and that's it. So I think Supra's the last one, and Supra's 3/10 up, and goes P6. Supra in the 10 for a very long time. Well done, Supra. That's good. Yeah, bear with me, mate. I'm going to be right back. Just got to go get something. Hold on.
That's all good. I'll give
just wrap up the who.
Will do. So, taking a late pole position for the sprint race, but like Pajala has said, you don't get points for Saturday. So you've got Josie Wales in P1, Kimi Räikkönen in P2, Rapid Willie P3, Noodles P4, Kahoot P5, Supra P6, Betsy P7, Rubric P8, Chrissy P9, Black P10, Kitch P11, Relics 12, Sways 13, Wado 14, Deb 15, and Hartwigger with no time in 16. Wow, what a race. Yeah, you don't get points for qualifying, but you get points for the sprint. But
is that Josie?
This was the qualifying for the sprint. No, Mick, just in the in the chat.
I've always said, you dance on Saturday, you get paid on Sundays.
Oh, this is going to be interesting.
Yes, exactly. So we're just going to go through. We are.
And it's lights out and away we go.
And Claps is back with his other alternative. He's just
probably got 3 devices sat there, like
exactly.
typing on all of them.
Exactly.
What you want to do now is write the same message from each 3 different account and send them all at the same time.
Yep.
And we'll give you a clap.
Yeah, clap. Exactly. Points 3, 2, 1, as you know. So SD would know that. Anyway, so we are readying up here. Let's see if the owner has set this lobby up properly.
Dare me. I dare you, Claps. Get all 3 of your accounts. Get all of the same... Get in that message saying Vorno is the GOAT and then put a sheep at the end of it and send it all at the same time.
Yeah, you know you can't do that anyway. It's like a ventriloquist. Try and get them to talk with water in their mouth. Here we go. So here we go. Warm-up lap. So run it through. Josie Wales in P1, Kimi P2, Willie P3. So McLaren, a Penny and a Williams. Noodles P4, Kahoot P5. But obviously this is the sprint series, so not too sure if they're going to bail out and then come back into a new lobby. But while they're doing that, a couple of good things to run through. Go through the standings and who's leading who, and then obviously the reveal of the brand new Rapid Racing Esports team logo will be coming tonight. We're going to air that, so looking forward to that.
And I would like to point out, I have only seen the first concept of this.
Yes.
So I cannot wait for this. It will be aired, and obviously it will be used as of today. I have my first race on Project Cars 2 tonight, of which you can actually see the logo in the lobby. So I cannot wait to whack that one out, and we'll get it all. Yep. I will not accept.
You'll need you'll need to get the proverbial. I'll pass it over to you, the file, once it's been released, and you'll be able to pass it over to our good Scottish Terrier friend Matthew. Who'll be able to do the edits for all the drivers and everything at a later stage. So Josie Wales, be interesting to see what he does here. Kahoot realises or hasn't realised that he's on a formation lap and decides, you know what, I just want to be P1 for a minute. And look at him. What's he doing here? What has Kahoot done? I'll just take it outside.
Do these two not know that they're on a formation lap?
I don't think Kahoot does. Kahoot
I don't understand that. He's gone from 5th to 1st and his tyres are mediums. You wouldn't want to be doing that. You'd want to, if anything, you want to spin it and start a bit further back and come back through the pack, and your tyres are going to be warm. Anyway,
it looks like we've actually got a date.
That billboard.
Looks like we've got a date for the League of Origin too, by the way, Jack. Which will be part of the Formula OCE's 2-week break, so the week after the Australian Grand Prix is where we're looking for. So it'll either be Friday, Saturday, but we'll get more details of that, the League of Origins.
Perfect.
So let's get on to this sprint series. Josie Wales from pole. We're going to take a look at the position. We're going to take a look at the leader. We're going to take and 4 lights is and lights out, and the race to turn 1 has begun. Kimmy's got away okay. Josie, though, leads through. Willie's jumped out on the inside and got, just it got a little bit wobbly, but they've all seemed to make it through, Jack. First turn, obviously. Josie Wales has got himself a comfortable lead. Kimmy's done through. Cahoots got Watto and Noodles.
Sways have all come together in turn 1.
Not good. Let's take a look there. They'll recover from there, though. Kitchy's not looking happy. But Josie Wales leads them out onto the Wellington Straight for the first time. Cahoot backing himself up to P4, inside and out. Noodles or Willie there on the inside. Willie's not going to let this go through. Pushes him out wide as we go down. And Cahoot just has to succumb to Willie, so he's up in P4. Noodles has jumped himself up into P3. And Kimmy, not going too bad, mate, in P2. He's hung it out there, and Josie Wales is leading for us. So right now, a bit of a gap there has formed.
Yeah, so
what
you've currently got...
Noodles
you've got everyone within DRS other than Watto, Sways and Kitch all about 6 seconds behind the pack, and Sways about 4.5 behind Watto, battling with Kitch.
Oh, Willie's lost. He's pitted. Hang on. Has Willie deliberately done? He's done. Has Willie deliberately pitted here? Watch this. Is this a master stroke from Willie? I reckon he's going straight to the mediums. Or has he got a wing change going on? Let's ride on board, see what he's up to. Meanwhile, up in front, Josie and Kimmy. No wing change for this. Bang, straight to mediums.
Ooh.
Oh, there we go. Interesting. Will that play in Willie's hands a little bit later on? Meanwhile, Josie leads, trying to get out of that DRS. Kimmy, Noodles and Cahoot into P4. Chrissy's got himself past the owner. Not good for your career move, Chrissy, if you get past it. Oh, no. But the owner's decided no. I'm not giving it up that easy. Oh, God. What's this?
This isn't going to end well.
Oh, it's not. Inside cops, and they go too wide, but Rubric. But Chrissy's been able to get it through, and I think Chrissy will get the job done here. Too wide, no. Give him room, boys. He's got it done. Great pass by Chrissy. Really nice to watch. And particularly that is pure speed. No DRS assistance there, Jack.
Indeed. Kimmy currently sitting just within that 1 second then of Josie. Noodles, everyone's pretty stalemate at the moment. There's not very many moves going on.
Absolutely. Well, Kitchy up on the inside of Patrick Swayze. Just coming into Stowe. Going too wide. Good respect shown by both of those drivers. So Kitchy trying to return himself from P14 into Vale, and job done up to P14. Meanwhile, up in the front, Josie's got himself out of that 1 second zone. Kimmy needs to get himself back up, otherwise he's going to be vulnerable. DRS is now enabled. Guess who's in the chat?
Oh, God.
Mrs. Cahoot. Mrs. Cahoot. She's in the chat supporting her man.
Tell Hudder in the chat. Jade, tell Scott, Perth glorious shit.
There you go.
Love his son.
Exactly. Love his son.
Oh, Swayze going to go around the outside of Kitch. I don't think he's quite going to get that one done, though.
I don't think so. So, Noodles smelling some finish action here, I think, onto the hanger. Up here onto the hanger straight. Let's see what he can come up with. Oh, geez, he's got inside as cool and calm as you like. And up to P2 Noodles. Can he now start chasing down Josie? Meanwhile, down in here, Rubric's got Chrissy. Oh, okay. So Rubric's coming in and boxed. So he's going on to the Reds nice and early. Geez, these strategies are all starting to play out a little bit differently, isn't it? It's good to see. It's really mixed them
We
up.
did
with
say
it.
there was going to be some
Yeah.
interesting ones.
True.
I didn't expect them to be that interesting. I mean, Willie
Yeah.
boxing that early. He is currently 32.13. He's
Coming around Stowe as well, so
he's not really gaining on the leader either.
No.
So at the moment, it's pretty stale. Josie's still managing to keep that 32.1 second gap, but it is quite a long pit lane for this one. So I think we're looking at about 28 to 30 seconds.
but it looks like Willie has been able to leapfrog Relic and Rubik. Yep, he has, easily actually, quite comfortably. He's got at least a couple of seconds on Rubik. So that early pit stop has seemed to help him. Josie Wales, meanwhile, staying out of DRS. Noodles in P2, Kimmy P3, Kahoot P4, just waiting for him for his chance with 9 laps remaining. Supra's
I
been
feel
able
like it's going to be a push for these soft runners to be very competitive towards the end. So the likes of Rubric and Relics, I think Rubric might get on the back of Willie, but after 2 laps, I think he's probably then just going to be trying to hang on to him for dear life.
Yeah. There you go, Hutto. There you go, Hutto. So gap to the leader there. Just want to take a look and see who has actually...
Oh, Chrissy and Hartwigger have boxed then off the mediums. Chrissy as well.
And I just want to take a look at... No, the leader. What is the position change now? Stops. Let's see who's stopped here. So on board, Swayze. Again on the pit, so Chrissy's boxed as well. So be interesting to see. 24 seconds, Chrissy's got 27. He's coming out of the box. So, Josie Wales, current leader, 8 laps to go. He's done pretty well, I must say.
Yeah, I mean, everyone's done pretty well so far. Obviously, there was a little incident that came at turn 1, but this is one of those tracks where you've got 16 cars going into a corner that is taken at about 140 to 170 miles an hour, depending on where you start on the grid.
Yeah.
But you're looking at all of those cars going into that. There's always going to be incidents. I think we know that this division is one of the cleanest we see in the league, if not the league, and also one of the cleanest on Twitch.
Yep.
So I think everyone knows Kimmy and Kahoot and Betsy box. I think everyone knows that it wouldn't have been anything malicious, but I'm surprised Kahoot didn't go longer.
Yep,
So
true.
this really takes that medium gain. Oh, there with a 5 second. It
Multiple
takes the
warning-
medium
no,
gain.
he's actually speeding.
No,
Yeah.
just speeding into the into the pit lane.
Pit lane. Hartwigger was the first. Hartwigger's the first one to get multiple warnings. He's the first one.
Oh, we missed that one. Damn it.
No, I had it. You were just talking.
Ah, there it is.
So-
I've just seen it on the replay.
Yeah. So Josie Wales still leading out. When does he box? Swayze's got himself all the way up into 6th, but he hasn't boxed yet. So Rubric with a 127.9, fastest lap so far. So
Super
right now,
currently gaining nicely on Noodles as well. This is really looking very good for the
hello. He is too, isn't he?
Japanese-loving car driver.
Oh, he loves a bit of Japanese, this boy. Let's take a look at the interval here, and he's closing that gap. Some boy's been doing some practice.
It was at 2.1.
Yeah.
It's now, this was at the start of this lap. He's now down to about 2, but teetering between 2 and 1.9. So he's definitely gaining and making some inroads on the Mercedes driver ahead.
Yeah, exactly. So just dropping outside that 2, and Noodles, but Benny Black as well. So he boxes, so Super is now boxed. So we're down to our last, 5 guys? I think you'll find Super is coming in, Josie Wells are all coming in. So
Everyone has boxed. Let's see
Okay,
whether
let's
this
Kahoot.
undercut from
Kahoot.
Willie has worked.
Well, no. So
No, it
Cahoot's their
hasn't.
first one. Cahoot's the first one in the line, and following him is Kimmy. So Cahoot's got himself up to effectively race leader. This is going to be interesting to see if Kahoot can actually get through down the Hamilton straight. And Watto's coming to
Josie's
the pits
done it.
again. Josie's done it. Just
Oh,
by how long?
Noodles has been jumped by Kahoot.
Who? Yes, exactly. Meanwhile, Betsy and Rubric are having a bit of a dance themselves. Kimmy's been able to hold P5, so Swayze's the last one to stop. So Josie's effectively our race leader on track. As we go 3 wide down the Wellington Straight. Not good for you, Betsy, but Betsy's got the job done on Kimmy. So Kimmy drops down. At what stage do you think Kimmy gets the call from the owner? Mate, move aside. I'm saying in 3, 2, 1.
No, I don't think there's going to be any team calls.
Yes. No, they're going to stay.
Not that Kimmy would listen even if
Exactly,
he was told
wouldn't
that's
care.
going to be a warning.
Yeah, 3 seconds. So Willie gets a warning. Jade, because we get inundated with garbage junk bots trying to sell followers, is why we only have followers only. So Rubric has got himself past Kimmy. Team orders there at the pinnies. Oh, but gee, Kimmy goes, hey, I'll give you a bit of a nudge up there, ass while you go through. William P. So the two Williams are side by side as well. So we've got Swayze in the box. So Willie, Supra, their line is stern. Meanwhile, up front, the two McLarens are 1 and 2. Noodles in P3.
Are we going to see our only second different teams 1-2 this season here in the sprint series then?
Yeah, exactly. Could well be.
Sways, how are you typing and driving?
Yes,
It's
exactly.
against the law in this country.
Don't chat and drive, Swayze. Don't chat and drive. Oh, Kahoot's gone through. Josie, please tell me you didn't let him by.
I think there's a bit of teamwork going on here because they know how close
gee.
Noodles is behind.
Yep, exactly. But Noodles is in
Kahoot is
there.
on the softs.
Yes, exactly.
So I think he's going to try and pull Josie along.
Yep.
And hopefully in turn lose Noodles a little bit behind.
So 5 laps
until
down.
the time
You're
that
saying?
those soft tyres do die off. Sorry.
Yeah, no, that's okay. That's okay. That's good. So Kahoot's got it on Josie. That was definitely a team order there. He lifted. He lifted. So let's see what Noodles can do here on Josie. But he's actually coming into the clutches. They're all got DRS here, so nothing's really going to happen.
I think it's time for...
Oh, I think it is. I believe it is. I believe
time.
it is. I believe it is. For Aussie. Thanks, Aussie. All aboard the DRS chain.
Not bad.
Meanwhile, Betsy trying to look for a way past Noodles, as well as Josie. And Kimmy's dropped down to 6th. Rubric's got past him, obviously, with the team orders. Willie in P7, Super P8, and Relic in P9. And Chrissy rounding out our top 10 here in the sprint series. More multiple warnings for the Deb. Oh, Chrissy decided to get real close to Relic and just really wanted to smell his rear diffuser. Maybe a little bit too close. Benny Black is a shell of a man without Hugh, Benny. Mr. Black, isn't he? Shallow of his
He needs his driver there. He needs
Exactly.
his teammate.
He does. Hardwick has got past Kitchie and Patrick Swayze all the way back down there in 16th. So, meanwhile, Kahoot leads us through with Josie Wales, who's interesting.
Willie, team orders at Williams,
team orders.
and Supra has been let pass by Willie.
Wow, there you don't see that every day. Is Supra the
Maybe
faster
Willie
one?
thinks Supra's got a bit of more pace in hand.
Wow, there you go. So Supra's going after Kimmy here. And Kimmy's outside of DRS as well, so he's definitely vulnerable. I think Supra's been doing some serious practice over the last week.
He is the only non-assist merchant in the league.
Oh, Jesse Wells is
believe.
also in there.
Is that line off as well?
Oh, I'm not too sure about the line. Kitchie with multiple warnings. Warnings. So I'm not too sure. Josie Wales is just going to sit there. Oh, geez, yeah. Nice little lock up on the left.
This is keeping Noodles and Betsy and just dragging them along.
Exactly. But while Josie has DRS, these boys are obviously playing the Red Bull game that was tried to play at Austria last week. And we know how that worked out in the last 2 laps, don't we? Jack?
I was watching the highlights and I still couldn't believe that race happened. It was phenomenal.
Amazing. Great race.
It's not very much movement going on. You've got Supra with Kimi, and Supra's managed to get Kimi then.
Well, he's done it. So Willie's made the right call. Wonder where that happened. We didn't see that happen through. So will Willie Willie's probably going to take Kimi here right at the moment. As easy as you like. Oh, but Kimi's got that on the inside.
Kimi's gone for Supra.
Kimi's gone for
Willie's
Supra.
backed off.
Wow. That was a very nice little move, if you don't mind, Kimi.
Chrissy and Relic side by side. Oh, no,
Watto
they're back out and out.
Yep, Watto there on Deb. These two boys playing nicely, Kahoot and Wales. Just want to go back to the Rapid Racing League replay there. And we're riding on board with Willie, who we thought was going to take Kimi. But no. The Bois man gets the job done on Supra. And back in to P6. So back on live racing, Kahoot. Sorry, mate, I haven't done a replay for about 3 weeks. I forgot I had that button. I forgot I did have that button. And Kahoot's there, leading the way.
Oh, Betsy spun it.
Betsy has.
Betsy has spun it coming onto the old pit straight.
Yep.
Oh, no.
No.
So that has really dropped him out.
And guess where the owner is? The owner's been able to get the job done on Noodles, and he's got himself up to P3. Another podium.
Also bringing Kimi is now catching Noodles ahead as well.
Yeah.
So maybe something happened between Betsy and Noodles. Maybe those two came together out of the final corner.
Mm-hmm. We'll soon find out. But does Supra let Willie pass? Doesn't look like he's going to. Noodles has dropped well and truly out. I reckon he might have wing damage here. I think you could be right here, Jack. You've definitely picked up something that I missed.
Back up to Rubrick though.
Yep.
But then Kimi is definitely bringing these along as well. So we're going to have a DRS train all the way down to Chrissy.
Yep.
And then Relics and also Ben Black. So from third down to 11th, all going to be in a DRS train soon. This.
Oh, look at this. Here he goes. What do you... Look at this. Yeah, you're right. Supra all the way down to Willie and Betsy. This is a DRS train. What do you got to say about that, Aussie? Oh, Betsy's!
Willie, and it just didn't work.
Didn't work, did it? Did not work. We caught the end of it. Not too sure if we can go back to that replay there and see what exactly happened, but it was a late call there, a late dive. No, didn't go through, unfortunately. Back to live action. And Betsy DNF'd it. He's retired on track. That's not good. So he's going to start at the rear of the grid, unfortunately. Meanwhile, Supra. And Kimi's swaying around like he's had about 6 Bacardis. Supra on the inside. Nope. Oh. Kimi says, nope. What? Oh, Willie on the inside. Oh, yeah, there's team orders at Williams, is it? No. Inside at... Oh, Willie's been taken out. I tell you now.
Sent that on Kimi.
He did in the Vale. I tell you what, you've got to have respect either way. And I think Chrissy smells a little bit of Supra's rear, and Supra's gone.
Lost it.
Kimi lost it. Saw it just coming out, unfortunately. And Kimi's out. Kimi's out. He's retired. Supra up to P5 in the sprint series. He just lost it into turn 1. There's nothing more of it.
Yeah.
Don't think he got a nudge. Chrissy on the inside. Is he going to get it? Yeah. Supra's not going to battle it at the end of the Wellington Straight. And Chrissy up to P5, but take a look at that penalty. That may just cost him a few positions, particularly take a look. You got Supra, Relic and Benny Black on the last lap within 2 seconds of him. He's going to drop well behind those guys. He'll end up P9. I'm looking at, and Willie's dropped back.
They're going to be team order. Oh, Noodles with a 3-second time penalty as well.
Well,
that will drop him. No, he should be okay with that one, I think, as long as he keeps where he is.
And Kahoot
No
has
team
let
orders
Josie...
from McLaren, though.
No, but Josie's got past. Kahoot's obviously let him go by. And Rubric, another podium. This man is finding some form recently, this boy. Unfortunate for Betsy and Kimmy, they'll be starting at the back of the grid. But in the meantime, Josie in the sprint series, P1, Kahoot P2, Rubric goes P3, Noodles P4, Chrissy, oh look at this. If you do 4 across, side P5. Jeez, Aran Vale and gets it. It's a sprint series, boys. No points. You wouldn't thought that. Gee, oh, great way to finish that race off, though, Jack.
Just what we expected from these lot around here. Absolute pure class and brilliant racing.
Yep, as
and
always.
There's still a full race to come.
Yeah. So while we've got a chance to wrap all this, Watto in the chat is 10th. He'll wrap it out. So if you just want to get Wales, Kahoot and Rubric in, you wouldn't mind inviting him in while we've got the chance. Not too sure if Rubric want to talk to us much, considering he's got the lobby to do. I'm just going to see whether we're going to restart the lobby for the 50%er.
Not a problem.
The P1 and P2 for Kahoot, Rubric P3. We are waiting on Deb. Unfortunate. Our last one to come across the line. And that'll do. Rubric, our driver of the day, the owner, getting the job done.
Another podium for him. He will be very happy for that.
Very, very well. He only gets the 1 point, as you know. But, winner, winner, chicken dinner. So, good luck to Josie. Another day, another win there in the sprint series. So, let's wrap up the sprint series here. The sprint race, Josie P1, Kahoot P2, Rubik P3, Noodles P4, Super in P5. That's probably his best result all season, I'd imagine. Let's hope he can convert that into points in the main feature event just coming up soon. Relic in P6, Rubik, Rapid Black P7, Chrissy P8, Willie in P9, and Watto rounds out our top 10. Boys joining us, I'm not too sure if they are. We're about to, Rapid, Mr. Hendo is in the chat. We are about to announce the new logo. So looking forward to doing that during the break. The boys coming in or not?
Oh, sorry, I was muted. I'll give them a quick invite.
Bum.
Oh, see who's the first one to come in, I reckon.
So Rubric is the first one.
There he is.
Cahoot's in and Josie, we've got them in, all of them. So thanks for that, guys. Lobby restart, or are we just using the same lobby, Rubric?
I put a second track on, so I'll just do reverse grid, is it?
Yeah, reverse grid. So, mate, P3, another day, another podium.
P3, I was going to hurt you.
Yeah, exactly. Nice work, mate.
If I would have stayed in their DRS longer, like before Noodles and what's his name had their moment, I reckon I would have been an interesting finish, to say the least.
It would have been, but as you know, no team orders at McLaren. Is there, Kahoot?
No.
I said we were playing the headline.
Yeah. What was the headline?
Sorry, points for
3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1.
3 and fastest lap
and fastest lap. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll do it.
Yeah, fastest lap. Yeah.
Just a rubric. Because if it was anyone else,
thank you very much.
No, we were playing the headline here. We were like,
Oh, there was a reason that Rubric asked about fastest lap. Yeah, okay, got it.
I've got to take it when I can.
Josie and I were like talking on those last 2 laps, and we're kind of like, who do we want to win? And he goes, nah, surely you're the one fighting for the championship. I've missed a couple of races, got my new wheel, and I'm like, how about you win though? And he's like, why? And I'm like, the headline could be Josie on his return race smashes the field. So it's good to have him back. Oh mate, it's really good to have Josie back. And,
good stuff.
Yeah, really happy with that one.
So Josie, You
we
return
waiting?
and you win.
Alright.
No, you got to set up the
Yeah.
grid, mate. You leave if you need. Anyway, good luck in the main rate rubric. Josie, nice win, mate. Congratulations.
Yeah, thanks, man.
Tell us
Felt
about
good.
the race. Seemed to be out pretty under
Well,
control.
Yeah, pretty straightforward. Just got a good start and just maintained my lead. And Kahoot came up to me after the pit stop, and we kind of just made a train after that and took off.
Beautiful.
That was
Okay.
it.
Excellent, man. Nah, good effort. Well, I'll let you guys talk to team strategy. We are going to go through the standings, and then we are going to announce the new Rapid Racing Esports logo. So I'll leave you boys to it. Good luck, and
Nice, mate.
all the best
Thanks,
in the main
mate.
event.
All right.
See you boys later. Catch up.
See you, boys.
See ya. So thanks for the boys for joining us, and let's take a look at the standings, Jack. Not too sure if you can see at the moment, but Relic leads the way, but it's only 9 points from the reigning Division 1 champion Kahoot on 103, and then Noodles in 101. So all to play for. All to play for, Jack.
It is indeed. It ain't over till the fat lady sings with so many points still yet to grab. I think we're going to see this championship change more than we've seen me change my underwear on a Saturday night.
Absolutely. And then obviously Hugh Daff, I mean, obviously we already spoken about his taking a sabbatical. We're back in May. And Betsy rolling out our top 5, so in 90 points. But look, 24 points from first through to fifth is anyone's game. And Rubric, you know, he found some form last week. He's finding some points. And who knows what Super can do from P5. That is definitely his best performance for a while. In the constructors,
And no one deserves it more than him either.
Oh, no.
I have to put that out there. He really does.
absolutely. And then when you take a look at constructors, well, I'll tell you what, Relic and Betsy are in a world of their own right now. Good to see Josie back because Kahoot is going to need him if he's going to go for the challenge. They've already got a 60-point lead over McLaren in P2. And that's after 9 rounds from Austria. AlphaTauri, 1 step back. AlphaTauri at 134, but a lot of those points have come from Hugh Daff. I know who filled in last week. I'm trying to think. It wasn't. No. I'm trying to think.
It wasn't Dutchy.
No, Dutchy actually was
Alpine.
the Pinnies. I'm trying to remember who filled in. Maybe there wasn't one. But yeah, and then Mercedes in P4. So it's look, long way to go. It's I know these boys are still getting themselves ready at the moment. So, but look, let's see if Josie Sprint Series turns around and goes from there. But you want to take a look at this new logo, Jack?
Oh, yes. Let's do it.
Right now, guys, ladies and gentlemen, let's take a look at the new Rapid Racing Esports logo coming up right now.
There's a little delay for me, so I'm going to have to wait for this.
In bright lights, there's RRT Kahoot's new logo for the Rapid Racing team up there. What are your thoughts, Jack?
I'm just looking at it now.
What do you reckon?
Oh, that is stunning.
It's
Absolutely love it.
Looks good, huh? So basically,
that is beautiful.
Yeah. So that's the first one, and there we go. So that'll be for the esports boys. Fireman goes, "Oh, I need that," and love it. I'm glad that this is good to see some feedback in there. Jade's happy. Jade loves to see you, man. The Rapid Racing team up there. So that is the brand new esports logo. So very, very proud to release that. And thanks to Sully's Shirts who paid for that. So our good sponsors at Sully's Shirts. So yeah, no, looking forward to seeing the esports boys run around with that on their logo. And
let's get Hendo. Can we get that? Has Hendo got a copy of that?
Hendo will have a copy of it. So Hendo's in the chat, hopefully. I will provide you the AI in the EPS files, mate, so you can make the changes from there, mate. And I'll supply
get
those.
Me one made, Hendo.
Yeah.
I'd love you very, very much.
Yep, so I'll chuck it out, but remember it's only for the Rapid Racing boys, the esports team.
Oh, yes.
So it's the new logo, so hopefully you guys all enjoy it. So, yeah, it took us a week or so to get it all right, but yeah, no, I reckon it's come out pretty good.
Fireman Racing. That is Mr. Lando Norris, who we are joined with in the party at the moment.
Big cactus.
Let's go, dude. That is a beautiful logo. I cannot wait to put the RRT big cactus underneath of that.
Oh, the big cactus, Lando. How are you, mate?
Big cactus.
Yeah. Good, Pajala. How are you, mate?
I'm good, mate. I'm going good. How's things going? How's the racing going for you, mate?
Yeah, couldn't be going better. Woke up at 1 o'clock this morning, my time, to take part in my NASCAR race that I still do with some boys from the U.S.
Beautiful.
And I ended up dominating that and winning. Thank God. That means that I don't have to wake up for like 6 months until playoff season starts.
So Swayze in the chat's gone, mate. If I get a Sully shirt with that logo on it, would I stay on the dance floor? Not too sure, Patrick, but anyway. But yeah, there you go. Whereabouts are you actually based, Lando?
The etiquette?
Lando.
He is in Germany on a NATO base over there. His lovely wife is actually a member of the Air Force, I think.
Yeah, as I speak to you right now, I'm currently looking out my window at 5 F-18s that are just in a holding pattern right above my house.
Oh, jeez, there we go. Request a flyby. Request a flyby. No Maverick.
Man, they're buzzing my tower every day. Trust me.
Exactly.
They're all day long.
Beautiful.
That was a good race, though. I woke up a couple hours ago and I was watching. I decided that I'd get up out of bed, get my lazy butt out of bed, and I was watching. That looked like a really good race there at Silverstone.
Yeah, absolutely. So we're going to get back onto it. Back on that. Clapsy, just in the chat, Cole, that is actually that logo is reserved for the Rapid Racing Team esports guys. And if you're part of the esports academy, yes, you can also get that logo as well. So I'll be uploading that now to Matty, who's got Adobe Illustrator, so he'll be able to do the editing and everything like that. So
I will send him a full list of logos to make up now quickly as well, like name-wise.
Yep, so we can go from there. You can change it wherever he'll know he's going through. So this is the 50%er. Mate, Hartwigger in the chat. Hope this game, hopefully 2020. Yeah, well, who knows? But going from there, I'm going to find out what these boys are doing. Just waiting for them to come through. So what's happening where are you, the Euro boys, this week, guys? Where are you guys racing?
We are in Singapore.
Oh, okay, nice.
We had our NPC race last night. Daz won, Kitch P2, Rapid Morris P3, Rapid Cheese P4, Rapid RRT Rapid Jack P5, I think it was. Welsh, Trey, and a few others. It was quite a good race. No safety car, obviously, so it's all down to your driving and how well you managed to do. I didn't get any wing damage until the last 5 laps of the race, which was gutting. Yeah, it was good. Obviously, it will be streamed on Wednesday night by none other than Lando Norris and Rapid Causa, or now Big Cactus.
Big Cactus? Where's that come from, Lando?
Well, I had to go back to my original handle. Back when I was, my dad was a truck driver. That was always his handle, and I always loved it. So I ran that for a short time, and then when I started doing a lot of the racing, I changed my name over to my last name. And then when I really got into it, I was like, screw it, I'm Lando Norris, because I'm just always in a McLaren anyway. But now that I'm going back and I had to change my gamer tag again for RRT, I just decided I'd pick up my old handle again.
Beautiful. Good on you, man. There you go.
I'm from the middle of nowhere, Texas, where there's cactuses, so why not?
Yeah, exactly. Hey, so just to let everyone know, this is a free tyre choice for this race. Guys can actually choose any tyre they like for this second race, the main event. So there's no restrictions. They can be on mediums, and obviously because it's a new lobby, it is all a new race. These guys are all on fresh tyres. So I reckon right now is a chance for us to, and wouldn't you know, oh, there it is. So Supra, the only one to start on reds, Jack. So that's an interesting call.
Everyone has gone mediums, so I'm thinking they're hoping to go long. Obviously, it's a one-stop easy, but maybe Supra's hoping to be quite aggressive and get some positions off the start then.
True, but this also can play into his hands a little bit later on if he can get the early pits, go into those mediums, and I think we all know the tyre wear around this track isn't that bad, so you can actually pit pretty early, get onto those mediums, and they'll go at least 23 to 23 laps. So I've done. So, but mind you, I'm slow as fuck. So that might have something to do with the way my tyre wears. So we are in formation, running through. Josie Wales will lead them off. Kahoot. Hey Cactus, can you actually see the stream live? I don't think you can, unfortunately.
I'm looking at it on your on the thing right now.
So boys are gridding up here. "26 laps around the famous Silverstone track." Jack, I think it's your turn, mate, to take us as we get around the number one commentary team in all of Rapid Racing. You know that. Let's go, Jack.
5 lights then. And it's go, go, go at Silverstone then. Good start by the two McLaren boys. Very, very even. I think the Alpine is just going to try and stick in behind there. Nicely done by the two McLaren boys. No contact further back the field, I think. Has it happened again? No, it hasn't. I thought Kitch had been spun around then. I think there's a little bit of contact then, a bit further back, but everyone seems to have got through unscathed so far.
So Supra's the only one that seems to have dropped back one position. Noodles has been able to get through to him, and Relic as well. But other than that, everyone seems to be okay. Willie's got himself up to P8. Ben Black's dropped down to P9. Down in the middle of the rest of the field, they're all pretty line astern as we come through onto coming up to Cops here. Watto up to P9, Benny Black in P10, Swayze P12, Hartwig at P13. They all seem to be playing nicely now, Jack. Obviously the sprint series is all about position, and right now it's all about points and the long game. Ben Black's got his nose in there against with Watto. There's obviously no DRS, so these guys are running here purely with pace. Let's see what Blackie's got to offer as we come through. Oh, we've got an out. Oh, that was Patrick Swayze. Swayze, yeah. Oh, he's got no front wing, but he'll come through. He's not having the time of his life, is he, mate? Oh, there's another pun.
No, I think he recently has gone over to... Oh, God, no. He's got that.
There we go. Josie Wales leads lap 1. Kahoot in P2, Rubric in P3, Noodles P4, all on the mediums, Relic P5, Supra settled himself in on those reds, into P6, Chrissy P7, Willie P8, Watto and Betsy rounding out our top 10. But these boys, starting to stretch out a little bit as we go through. No penalties, obviously, we have no multiple warnings. Debonet's got through, and Hartwig is actually boxed. I think just keep an eye on there. I think Hartwig, has he come out with wing damage perhaps? That's why he's dropped through so far. Or is he just, no, I think Watto's disconnected.
He's ghosted.
He's ghosted.
Yeah,
oh
ghosted,
no.
Yeah.
Another one with a disconnect. And Swayze's is done, unfortunately. Yep, so Swayze's boxed it here. Box.
Oh, Hartwig is back out of AI, but he is lagging all over the place.
Fair enough. I think Swayze, send me through a message, mate. Got something for you for next week. But chin up, buddy. Yep, fair enough. Sorry to hear that. Kimmy's got himself into P4. They're just swapping around here. What's Kitchy and Kimmy doing? Kimmy looking up the inside, nothing job there. Josie Wales, Rubric with the fastest lap. Geez, that was a bit wide, Kimmy. as he come onto the Hamilton straight.
Cautious.
Very cautious there.
Now.
Yep, very true.
Rapid Betsy took no time at all. Turn 1, 2, and 3. He made up 5 positions already, and then took one more going into Vale to make it a total of 6 positions gained on the first lap.
Not too bad. He's having a good run. Those Red Bulls.
This Red Bull driver has got pace. He should have been up the top there if it hadn't been for a little bit of contact between a disconnecting controller from Noodles.
Yes.
I think he'd have been up there battling for this, but Supra then dropped a place on those softs. That's not what he wanted. I think he would have wanted to use those tyres to his advantage off the start and maybe get as many positions as possible and try and be pulled along as well.
Yeah, very true. Looks like everyone's been playing nice for at least the first couple of laps. So Chrissy P7, Willie P8, Watto, they're all line astern as they come down the hanger straight. Wonder if Betsy's putting his nose where it doesn't belong. Coming into Vale. And inside, give him room. Geez, I tell you what, that's actually pretty good. But look at this, the switchback, Betsy. Just a
that
little
was almost a Kevin
nudge.
Magnussen repeat.
Exactly, absolutely.
Who I will point out there, I cannot wait to see do bits in that house this season.
Totally confused
I
out
feel
here.
like
I don't know how to... Sorry, you were saying?
I feel like Mick is definitely going to enjoy it a bit more because he's going to have someone to learn off, work with, and chase. I feel like it's going to be close between them two.
Very true. Not too sure if I would refer to him as Big Cactus or Lando. I'm a bit confused. But Chrissy inside of Supra. Great to have you in the chat tonight, Lando, mate. Hope you're with us. They're hanging it outside. Chrissy trying to get through. Oh, no, they're not going to go too wide into cops. Surely not. Surely not. Oh, no. Oh, Chrissy.
Contact.
Oh, jeez. I tell you what, how did they not come together? And shades of Verstappen and Hamilton there. Wow. Great racing by the pair of them. Give credit where credit's due. I thought that was going to end in absolute carnage. Chrissy on the inside. Super hang through. Great pass by Chrissy. Absolute fantastic pass. So he moves himself up into P6. Meanwhile, up in the front, Noodle's trying to find himself away past Relic in P4. This is surprising, Jack. Relic is just not on the pace at the moment.
He's not. I think it's also Rubric just being helped by being pulled along by the two McLarens ahead that aren't battling with each other. So obviously the pace from them is probably greater than the battling pace between Relics and Noodles.
Yep.
This has also brought into play Chrissy, Relic, Supra, Willie, Betsy, Watto, Black, Hartwigger, who is lagging. Yep. Kitch, Kimmy, they're all there. They're all
line astern, aren't they?
Yeah, they are. They're right there. One mistake from one guy, one penalty, that's it. And I think Chrissy is now really reeling in Noodles. So this is going to be another DRS train.
What are we going to say about that, Aussie? So Chrissy trying to bring in Noodles here. Having a pretty good run today at the moment. Just trying to think in terms of no penalties, obviously, no stops. Position change.
The game has given us a random yellow flag down the end of the hanger straight.
For no reason whatsoever.
So no one can overtake. Otherwise they are not going to be able to get the move done. They'll have to give it back.
It's gone now. I'm not too sure what happened there.
It had that in the first race as well. Randomly it gave a yellow flag coming through the first couple of corners. Very odd. It's a new one I've seen. Willow, team orders at Williams.
Team order. So Supra's got the call and Willie's got past. We actually had a random yellow flag happen last night at Silverstone out of turn 14. Then I realised it was my teammate going into the wall. But anyway.
Oh, no.
I don't get to beat Mickey that often, mate. So when I do, I enjoy.
Got to make the most of it.
Exactly. Chrissy and Noodles battling it out quite nicely there. Rubik just, mate, he's hanging in there. He's not letting them get away. Kahoot and Josie are in no rush. They're pretty happy just sitting there playing 1 and 2.
Well, and you can see Rubrik's sock right now. He's sitting at 89%. So
Yeah.
he's not even really having to use the battery to stay here either.
No, exactly. Kahoot's at 86, Josie's at 65, so plenty of ERS to play with. But while Kahoot stays inside that DRS zone of Josie, it's going to be almost impossible for Rubrik to make a pass. Meanwhile, back there, Noodles is looking to make a move on Relic, gets the job done. That's release Noodles, who's now 2 seconds behind Rubrik, so we can see whether he's going to get his ass into gear and start chasing that top 3. Betsy, you're right, actually, Cactus. 7 positions up. He's definitely driver of the day. The Cody's driver of the day. Wonder what's happening with
He
Relic.
really pulled a Kimi Räikkönen in lap 1.
Yeah.
He had his car placed in all of the right places early on to take advantage of everybody going slow and, really having that concertina effect through 2 and 3. So
Didn't get it, unfortunately. Wish I was on board. So Betsy and the P9 Supra starting to drop away out of DRS from Willie. Chrissy in P6, Relic P5, Noodles. Again, still can't actually seem to make any inroads into those top 3. If anything, he's probably vulnerable again to Relic down to the hangar straight. So it is a massive DRS train right behind here, right from Noodles right down to P10. Even Watto's actually starting to get himself into the DRS of Betsy.
Which is just pulling Ben Black along as well, which is pulling him away a little bit from Kitch, I think.
Yeah. And
no change up front though. They're
Nah.
still going for it. Kimmy's got Kitch down the down the hangar straight. Sorry.
Oh. Yeah, he did actually. So he's been able to release Benny Black in the meantime. Watto, Betsy, and Supra. So his Supra's tyres starting to go off on him. Really needs to keep himself within 1 second of Betsy. Oh, sorry, of Willie, his teammate. After such a good race on the sprint. Oh, look at that for a pass. Betsy up on the inside. Supra says, nope, you're not taking my position yet. Nice little late dive by Betsy and good respect shown by both those drivers. But Supra, he'll have the inside line here. Oh, look at this. I tell you what, Betsy just seems to have so much more grip, and it's only a matter of time before he gets it, because Supra's going to drop out of the DRS of Willie's.
I think Supra's probably going to want to go to the end of maybe lap 9 maximum before those softs start, losing him too much time, and then chunk on the mediums and hope that he can gain a little bit more on the undercut.
Yeah, absolutely. I think this is Betsy's time now. Surely he gets it now. Oh, no. Supra still was able to get DRS on Willie. He's not going to make it easy for him, but Betsy's got it done. Gets up to P9. Good overtake. Nice and clean racing. Well done.
Would have to say, I don't think that this soft strategy is really working out for the Williams driver, because you can see now he's actually losing the back end on corner exits and the traction zones.
Yep, totally agree. Totally agree with you, Cactus. So he's now dropped, he started P5, he's dropped down to P9 and just going back, dropping faster than the English tail.
Oh, you always do this.
Well, exactly, mate. And you always come up with union, which no one gives a shit about.
Exactly. Americans and Aussies unite.
Oh, god damn you all.
Anyway, actually we were talking about that. What do you think about the news Brady decides, you know what, I got one more season left in me?
Man's a washout twat.
He's gonna stay for longer than one season.
Yes.
His first statement was that he was bored of sitting on the sideline and watching the match. There will be a time for that, but it's not now.
No, exactly. I'm not too sure how you could get bored in that house with a wife that looks like yours. Seriously. Wow.
I'm gonna leave that one alone.
Yeah.
Safe answer. My wife is listening.
Yeah, exactly. Within earshot. Relic up on the inside of Noodles. I mean, Noodles got the job done on Relic about 3 laps ago, and Debonair with the first multiple warnings. And since then, he's now dropped all the way to 4 seconds behind Rubric in P3. Those three are just in a world of their own right now. These three. So the 1-2, the McLarens, Rubric hanging in there. And Noodles and Relic need to either start working together or they're just going to keep dropping backwards.
Yeah, Willie has actually decided that it's time for him to start making moves. He's been on the button every time he's gotten close to exiting a traction zone.
Yeah.
And he just gave Rapid Chrissy a hard time that entire last lap in every braking zone.
Absolutely, yeah. So look, Chrissy, but while they're in this DRS train, you're right, he definitely has a lot more traction coming out of that turn. Can he actually take advantage of that as we come through Cops?
Last time we went through Cops, Chrissy and Willie were side by side headed through there, and they were side by side going into the first part of Maggots, the nose to tail this time.
Yep. I think they may have learnt a valuable lesson. Don't try it too often. Okay, Willie got the job.
And I'm actually really surprised by Willie because he can actually get on the button as he's coming out of the right-hander of Beckett's, so he can put the power down a lot earlier than most others I've seen so far.
Another one of our no-assist boys. I mean, obviously he still has a line, but he has definitely been able to get traction out of there.
We had a guy called FearX Prones joined the Discord, so I messaged him. I was like, "Yo, what side of Rapid do you want to join? Euro Aussie?" And he just sent a GIF of the Euro just rolling across the screen. I was like, "Okay, I get that."
Okay, fair enough.
I like that. The most ingenious way to say.
Yeah, Hartwigger's obviously got a few connection issues in the chat. Sorry to hear that for you, mate. Blame the NBN. We all do it.
Well, pit stop should be coming up here shortly. I'd expect the soft tire, our only soft tire runner, to be pitting this lap or next lap, and all these boys on medium should be coming in by lap 15.
Yeah.
Depending on what tire choice they have. A lot of these guys I feel like can go medium soft, if I'm not mistaken, at this racetrack.
This is definitely
they could push it later.
Yeah, this is definitely medium soft, very low tire wear. So yeah, these guys will be looking 15, possibly 16. You'll get the 10 laps easy with the lower tire fuel as well.
I've got to point out, I'm very impressed with the way that Rubric is sticking with these two McLarens here that are working well, very well together. Josie, you can tell, is the driver ahead. If we were just looking at ERS numbers, you can tell that he's the driver that is ahead without the DRS, because he is sitting on 50%, whereas Kahoot on 80 to Rubric's 70 as well. Kicks with 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings.
Multiple warnings, and we've got our first blinkers. Relic and Willie are the first two in the pits on the mediums, which that's a surprise, because I would have expected Super to be the first to box. So whether these two boys are going for the undercut like Willie did in the sprint series, time will tell. So we'll just keep an eye on Relic and Willie, see if they can get themselves in front of Noodles, who's the cork in the bottle there, so to say.
Yeah, I'll keep an eye on these two.
Yeah, absolutely, if you wouldn't mind, Lando, that'd be great. So, and he's not making any inroads, while the three in front, Josie Wales, Kahoot, Rubric, sort of having their own little barbecue out the front. Noodles in P4. Chrissy has been released. Whether he can take advantage of that free air and get closer to Noodles and get past him. Betsy in P6. Super P7. He'll be definitely due for a change of tyres. And Watto in P8. Blackie in P9 and Kimmy in P10. He's actually had a pretty good race, actually, Jack. He started way at the back and he's got himself into the points.
Yeah, obviously there's no one's as 3 drivers behind him that are pitted. Obviously, Hartwig, 2 Relics and Willie that are pitted, and he's keeping with Ben as well. Well, he was until Ben pitted, but yeah. So now he's going to become a bit vulnerable behind to Kitch, but hopefully these two will work together to try and gain a little bit of time on Wado ahead of them then.
Yep,
Wado
exactly.
then with the fastest lap as well, so he's definitely on the charge.
Supra finally into the pits. Blackie finally into the pits as well, so he follows through. Meanwhile, up in front, Josie, Kahoot, and Rubric is... Well, I tell you now, by the end of this race, Rubric is going to be able to spell husky in 5 different languages. He spent that time looking at the rear end of the McLarens.
We'll have to ask him what Italian for husky is afterwards, because I'm sure he's probably just been saying it over and over
again. Exactly.
Well, our 2 soft tire runners that pitted first, they're now racing each other going down into Brooklands. Well, the Williams is going to take it around the outside. What a move.
That was beautiful. Absolutely. So Willie's got the job done on Relic, which is very important. So he's up to P10.
These 2 drivers are actually lucky that they're both still on track. They caught up to Rapid Deb in the Alfa Romeo very quickly, and as he exited onto the front straightaway, he started to lose that car. Both these drivers had to take evasive action to avoid him.
There you go. So Josie blinks, he's in, and Rubric's followed him. So Betsy's got himself...
I feel like Kahoot's been done out of a good position here, unless he's still got the pace in hand to push for the next lap and make that overcut work. Yep. Otherwise, this undercut, I think, is going to be, as long as they don't come out in traffic, which I think they're going to be all right.
So the one that we need
to be an interesting one.
Absolutely. So Josie's come out. He's boxed onto the reds. Chrissy is out in the pit. So what we're looking for is Willie, who's the first one, and they're coming around the Hamilton straight. Willie with a 1:28.4 fastest lap. Oh, geez, he hasn't been able to get the job done, and he's going to get... Wow. He has shaved 4 seconds. In fact, look at this. He's within a second of Rubric, and now Noodles, if you remember, before the round of pits was 4.5 seconds behind Rubric. So Willie, in that 1.5 laps, has been able to close the gap by 3 seconds. Extraordinary undercut.
Well, yeah, look at Willie's sock. He's been pushing so hard. Every time he comes out of a corner, he's automatically on the button. You can see he's back on the button again now.
Yep.
Really deploying the charge, trying to make up as much time as possible. But I feel like he's done the best he could. He didn't really have any mistakes at all during those 2 laps trying to make up this time to these guys. He's put himself in a good position to try and fight for 6th place.
Yeah. Now, Kahoot has boxed. Betsy has boxed as well. Chrissy with multiple warnings. So where does Kahoot come back? And I'll tell you what, he's going to come out in a world of traffic because they really haven't spread it out that much. So Kahoot's out. You would expect...
This is going to be close.
This is, and...
I think he's done it. I think he's absolutely stonking in lap and absolutely smashed it, but this is going to be close.
It is.
He's got to get out now. Oh, there he comes.
He's leapfrogged it.
He's done it.
He's done it.
Has.
Kahoot's done it. Wow. That was a lap and a half, and Kahoot gets the job done. Gets himself into the effective race lead with Watto, Kimi, and Kitchi yet to box. I think what's
3 European drivers.
Well, there you go.
Maybe they know something that the other drivers don't know.
Yep,
and,
absolutely.
Going long is definitely going to help, because maybe I think these soft tyres will die off a lot before the end. But I think Kahoot definitely in the best position at the moment and got a nice 7, the biggest gap we've seen between first
Rubric's
and
second.
Rubric's coming on the outside. They're going too wide.
He's going for the switchback.
He was, but good respect shown. Yes, but those 3 Euro boys, just like the English cricket team, Jack, just false hope is what they're doing up there in the top 3 positions. So, and Jack just shuts up.
Yeah. We have 3 different national, well, technically 4, because I live in England and I'm part English, I guess.
Yeah.
Because because my dad's family and whatnot are English. I'm Welsh. I was born in Wales, We have an Australian and an American all in the party.
There you go. And Kimi takes the race lead for at least one lap. So Kahoot leads effectively on track.
And he has dropped back. He has lost time to Josie, so now they're all back within that DRS of each other again.
Yep, but Willie's now dropped back by 2 and a bit seconds as well. So just in that one lap, Willie's lost 1.2 seconds to Rubric. So those three still continue to be the dominant drivers for today. Relic is looking through, and the thing is, Willie's vulnerable to Relic. Deb, another 3 seconds for multiple warnings. Wow. Noodles and Betsy, these guys are having a dance on the outside. Betsy. Wow, and Chrissy's smelling blood as well. Oh, this is going to end. This is going to end in disaster. A Red Bull and a Mercedes in the cops. We remember what happened last time. That happened, but they got through okay.
Never know. It might have ended up good for me. Because remember, the Mercedes won that race.
Exactly. New follower, T-Bar. Is that T-Bar down Batty? So, is that T-Bar down Batty? Well, there you go. Thanks, mate. Welcome to the chat. Thanks for following through. Betsy getting past Noodles there at the end of Stowe. Relic into P7. Benny Black with multiple warnings. He's got his first 3 seconds. Kimmy in the box. Kitschy in the pits as well. So now that releases... What was that?
Sorry, I just quickly, the guy I was asking about time, what AI he drives on, this new guy, I don't race AI, I asked, okay, what's your time trial? He is 2,000ths off Kahoot around, yeah, you're definitely Div1.
Yeah,
definitely, he's faster than Daz.
Jeez, there we go, this will be fun. So, Kahoot leads from JC Wales, Rubric, so it's all flushed out, everyone's boxed. Willie into P4. Relic still trying to find a way through, but Betsy, the Red Bulls, 5 and 6. Again, continuing to get valuable points, but those McLarens in 1-2 are trying to chop their lead up in the championship.
2 McLarens are playing this very well. Zach
Oh,
Brown would be very happy to see the McLarens doing this.
I think so. Absolutely, Cactus. Now,
they're not racing each other, but they're holding off Rubik. But I think Rubik's just kind of sitting back there like a dark horse, just waiting for his moment. He's backed off of him a little bit now. He might have had some sort of a mistake somewhere.
Team orders here at Red Bull. No. Relic's got inside. Can they get a double overtake? Willie is in a Red Bull sandwich here and stays in front with Vale. I honestly thought Betsy was actually going to get a team order and Relic was going to let him by, but nope. So they still run the line of Stern in 5 to 6. This is good battling by these three. Down the Hamilton straight.
I thought the Hamilton straight was the old front straightaway.
No, it's the new straight.
No, that's the new one.
New straight. Chrissy, I thought was...
this is good driving by the two, but Noodles now has a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings.
Yeah, Chrissy's
also giving enough room to Chrissy, but there's all going on ahead. You've got Relics, Willie, Betsy, Noodles, Chrissy, all battling out here for 5th place.
It would have moved by Betsy. He set it up going into Brooklands, was able to get it, diving to the apex of the right-hander, but here he comes. They're going to go too wide.
Well, again, Willie got forced way out, and it looks like the Red Bulls are going to go, oh boy, this is going to end it. This is Division 1 racing at its finest, ladies and gentlemen. That's why these guys are the best of the best. Too wide into Maggots and Beckett's, and they get through unscathed. And Betsy's dropped from, or jumped from, what was I saying? Oh no, Chrissy, Willie both spin out. Chrissy's going to have to box.
So good up to then. It was just the Cody's contact model, a tiny bit of contact on the front of Willie's car from
unlucky
the
Chrissy.
back of Relics, and it just sent him.
Yep.
Let's be honest, though, that was a really opportunistic move made by Willie. I never really thought that one was going to stick.
Nah.
No.
And in the meantime, have we got a I think Willie is really struggling here at the moment. Dropping back. I think he's just trying to get his bearings at the moment, and Watto's going to make a pass on him.
Willie was very lucky to get no front wing damage from that, but I think he has some
take a look at
side
this.
damage.
Yeah, he's got some sort of damage because Supra and Watto, look, he's up on the inside. He's definitely got damage, Willie, no doubt about it. So he's let him through. So up in front, Kahoot and Josie Wales. So Josie Wales has actually gone by Kahoot at some stage. We didn't pick that up. I'm not too sure if any one of you boys actually saw that happen.
I didn't know, sorry. I was too busy watching.
Look where Rubrik's coming in. Oh no, Rubrik as well. The contact model has bitten again. Oh boy. And Betsy's got through Rubrik and Relic, so the two Red Bulls. So you got McLaren, Red Bull, then Rubrik and the Penny. Wow. Racing incident again, guys.
Well, I don't know if Kahoot left enough room, really.
Oh, the move wasn't there.
The racing line he took. Yeah. Well, he was alongside, so I don't know. It'd be interesting to see if we can get a clip from both drivers' POV and have a look at that, because it's a very, very hard one to call.
Yeah, exactly. So, but Relic is all of a sudden. Sorry, you were saying?
This has brought Noodles back into it, very much so.
This might have just gifted Kahoot the race as well. Now he's not having to worry about defending for he and his teammate from the Alpine driver. He can just sit back here, save up the charge, and go for it in the final 2 laps.
Yeah.
Could see a big McLaren shootout here at the end.
Yeah, I don't think you're going to see the shootout. I think Josie Wales at some stage is going to get the Zach Brown call. And I think Kahoot might just sail by at some stage, but who knows. Mind you, Kahoot's done stranger things. He may just let Josie win this one on his return.
I think if we know Kahoot, I don't think he'll want him to win. He'll want to take every point he can, especially where he's not currently leading the championship. He'll want to try and close that gap to the top 2 as much as possible.
Particularly when his championship rival, Betsy and Relic, are just there behind them. And they're not making any ground at all.
They're dropping back, in fact.
Yeah, they are.
Be nice to see a British team win on British soil, driven by 2 Australians.
With a German.
Just want to see a McLaren win. You know how long it's been since I've seen a McLaren win?
Monza last season.
That's it. Danny Rick. An Australian driving a British car with a German engine. There we go.
On an Italian track.
In an Italian track. They're all technically British teams, except for, Ferrari, AlphaTauri are based in Italy, aren't they? Is Alfa Romeo still in Switzerland?
I was about to say, I think Alfa Romeo is still based out of
Switzerland,
Switzerland.
yeah.
They do have a base in England as well. Same as AlphaTauri as well.
Don't forget the wannabe American team, Haas.
That's based in the UK.
Exactly. And Andretti coming in 2024 with the Renaults, so that'll be interesting to see how those boys go.
I'd still love to see Audi, Porsche, all of these lot come in and take over a team. We've seen Toyota. I think they did quite well. I'd like to see them return.
Yep. Relic on the inside, can't get it through. Noodles, no. Relic. Rubrik, what's he doing there? Inside, he's been able to force. They're going to touch again. They're in. Bang, it's out. It's over.
Big wreck.
That would have to be the 3rd time I've seen Rubrik and Relic come together, and we've got a virtual safety car. I don't know about you, but that was all Rubrik then. But I will go back to the replays. I'm not too sure. What are your thoughts on that incident there, boys?
I don't know. I only caught the end of it as the Red Bull was shunting into the wall. So I'm guessing Rubrik shoved it up the inside as they were coming to the apex of the final corner. And a lot of times you do that, the driver that's on the outside has already just pretty much determined that they're not going to be there.
Yeah.
And they go for the apex curbing like you're supposed to. So I mean, yeah, it's one of those hard ones to call, but we'll have to wait for a good replay to really get a good grasp on it.
Yeah, very, very true. I mean, everyone in the chat is having their opinion. T bar down Barty, or what I can't even pronounce it, mate. He's off the top rope.
Off the top
rope. So we're back racing, and Betsy P3 now Noodles into P4, Rubric in P5. He'll have wing damage of some description. Watto P6, but mind you, Rubric being the owner, they've probably said the game's probably said no damage for you, mate. No. He's going to have to box. Yeah, box.
Yeah, Chrissy, what damage do you have? And Rubric with a 5-second time penalty for speeding in the pit lane to add to his woes. Wow.
Exactly. That's the Lando Norris in Austria.
Yeah, I'm just looking at it. He's getting a front wing change. For some reason, I didn't see any damage on that front wing at all. He still had both end fences. Every element was still on there, so I'm not sure. I'm probably not seeing it due to Cody's.
The green wing of death. So that Chrissy one that he redeemed, what damage do you have? Is Lando in Austria saying talent?
Any damage, Lando?
Yeah. Pride, talent. That was in Austria when he spun it. So, meanwhile, with 3 laps to go, the McLarens are so far in front that Kahoot can pull over, have himself a latte decaf, and still be in front by Betsy. So these boys it's been a masterclass by the McLarens today. Let's just hope it. Noodles has got past Betsy, up on the hanger straight, into Stowe.
Yeah, and don't forget, Betsy's had to work for this to get to where he's at. He did this all on pace and on the track. There were no safety cars to help him jump around the field. He started all the way in the back, and now he's fighting for a podium position.
Yeah. So Chrissy's gone 3 weeks in a row. He's been taken out. Yeah, I've seen the first couple. Not too sure about the week before, but he's got 50 points, 2 wins, so he either crashes out or he wins. So, Chrissy, that's the way it works for you by the looks of it this season. So, hopefully next week it's a win. But from Noodles' perspective, I agree. Betsy, I think, right now is quite content just to sit behind Noodles because of that penalty. Stick within 3 seconds and get the podium. So
it looks like he can do that easily. I agree. I would definitely be doing that. I wouldn't force the issue on track against the Mercedes. He's got way more charge saved up in the battery to use that he can just hang out right behind him and just take it at the line.
Meanwhile, Watto in P5 and Supra. Will this be Watto's best result, Jack?
I think it will be, yeah. He's absolutely solid. I'm not going to say...
Deb's off.
Oh, Deb's off.
Yellow at Maggots.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Did he just pull off or just lost it?
No, he looped it.
He looped it?
He looped it on the right-hander coming in.
So Watto and Supra on those mediums, 10-lap-old mediums. Betsy with multiple warnings. Oh, no. There we go. Commentators curse, hey, Cactus. We say all he do had to sit by and do nothing. Now he's got to pass.
Yep, now he's got to get it all done. He's got 2 laps to do it.
That's it. Super.
But he's in a really good position for himself, though. I feel like if he holds it, he gets really close to him on the exit of Vale and just stays with him through the final lap. He can do it down the hanger straight, make it stick, not give the Mercedes a chance to get back at him.
Yeah, I agree. Absolutely. So.
And the Mercedes is almost out of charge. If you look, his sock right now is at 20%, so he's really hurting as well.
Yeah. Betsy really trying to challenge to get the job done through here. Rubric with a 1:27.6 fastest lap, but he needs to get himself into the top 10 and he's 27 seconds away, so that's not going to help him at all, having that fastest lap, other than a bit of pride. And to be brutally honest, you cause the damage yourself, owner. So, and I can say that to him because he can't fly me. Anyway,
Here comes Kahoot. He's going
here we
driver's
go.
left. He's getting it done.
Yep, and there we go. Josie pulled over just let him by. Betsy's got the job done on Noodles as well. He goes up to P3. We spoke about it. Cactus got it right. Just waited for his time.
Ben Black spun it.
Somebody's off.
Benny
Ben
Black
has spun
bun
it.
into the wall. Will that bring out a virtual? It won't do anything really.
No, it won't do. No, not on the last lap.
Not on the
second
last
to
lap. Nothing's will happen. So, Kahoot, with one of the worst
He's just
overtakes,
did
he is. JC Wales has just gone, you know what? I'll get the P2. Team orders.
No, here comes Josie. He's coming back on him. He's going to take it.
Oh, look at this. These
Cahoot's
guys.
letting him go.
Oh, look at these. These guys are just crazy.
They're saying in the pie, let's put a show on, guys.
Exactly.
Let's look like we're going to take each. Oh, I bet they go side by side through cars.
Here they are, because they're so far ahead. You know what this reminds me of? Of two blokes in the wet in Britain in Renaults going side by side.
Oh,
do you remember that?
I couldn't imagine who that was.
Could not imagine who that was, Jack. And I also believe that the commentator thought that they were being so serious for the entire lap, yet the two drivers were taking the piss. Just
it was brilliant.
Because we're the only two drivers left. But anyway, Kahoot, Kahoot and Josie, they're going to go. Someone decide who's going to win. Betsy will get P3.
Is Kahoot going to send it?
He's not. Oh,
he is. Oh, no, he's not.
No, he's not. These guys are having fun.
They're going to go side by
side. They are. They're going side by side.
Here they are.
Yeah, here they go.
Yeah.
Side by side. Josie wins. Well done, boys. Fair play.
Right, let's watch what happens with
Betsy, Noodles, Watto into P5. Supra, result of the season. Well done, Watto. Gets it home in P5. Supra P6.
Nice.
Kimmy jumps Supra. So Supra will finish 7th. So Kitchi, all the way back P8. He'll be happy with that. Valuable points for the Aston Martins. Willie in P9. Benny Black, after that spin, will hold on for a valuable point for the AlphaTauris. Rubric will probably sit there and contemplate what could have been, to be honest with you guys. So, yeah, that's it, boys. Job done. Josie's already in. Kahoot's already in. We're going to wait for Betsy with a bull.
I'm just going to run to the toilet. Be right back.
You do. Thanks, Jack. A massive thanks, Cactus, for joining us tonight. Really appreciate your insight into the race.
Yeah, it was really fun. It was a good race up at the front. Until Rubric had his issue with Kahoot. I mean, and then McLaren's gave us a show there at the end. I actually kind of missed that because my 2-year-old walked in the room pissed off that he ran out of cereal.
Exactly. So let us wrap it up for the folks at home. And it's Josie Wales with his return, new steering wheel, and P1 lights out, leads it from start to finish. Kahoot P2 in a valuable point spread. Betsy in P3, a good way to get himself back onto the podium, so nice way to finish off. Noodles P4, Watto in his best result since coming to Division 1 from Europe in P5. Kimmy leapfrogs to P6, and he came from P15, which was a great result from him. Super P7, he's definitely his best result for the season. Kitchi, valuable points for the Aston Martin. Willie P9, and Benny Black holds on for that last point for the AlphaTauris. Rubric will contemplate what could have been after such a good start, was well within striking range of the two McLarens, but a couple of hairy calls and a crash with Chrissy. Or was it Chrissy, or it wasn't Chrissy, it was
me.
Relic. Yeah, exactly. No, it's actually Relic.
Oh, Relic, sorry. Relic,
yeah, down there. Deb, Relic, Hartwigger, Chrissy and Swayze rounds out our DNFs. So let's go over to Victory Lane, and firstly let's start with our third place finisher, Mr. Betsy, P3. Congratulations, mate. Tell us about your race.
Oh,
no one cares.
I think
No one cares.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yep. Well, I suppose when we take a look at the actual standings, and well, I'm not too sure. Relics is going to be pretty dirty because that means Cahoot's now effectively our championship leader. You were there. Did you see what happened with Rubric?
I don't know if you're talking to me, but
yeah, I am.
I kind of saw what happened. I'm guessing someone just didn't leave enough room. I haven't actually spoken to Relics yet, but I got a little bit of inside information from Chrissy, which I won't say because I don't want to bag anyone out.
No, fair enough.
But I didn't really see it. All I saw was Relics going to the wall and kind of Rubric follow.
Yep, no, fair enough. But look, valuable points for the Red Bull guys, and move on to next round next week. On to P2, the championship leader after Relics DNF. Rubric, Kahoot, congratulations, mate, on the P2. Tell us about your race.
Yeah, thanks, mate. The talk early on was just to pretty much get away from everyone. We were happy with Rubric with us. Until obviously it got a bit hectic. I tried to go around the outside of Josie, and I felt the minimus, mate, you could have had a pin touch my car and bloke went around. So I feel really horrible for Rubric for that. Honestly, the way we saw that was, hey, I had a width on my inside. There was enough room on the inside. It was just a slight tap and the bloke went around. So sucks. That's the contact model. It sucks for a lot of us who have all fallen guilty of it. But as soon as that happened, we kind of just, we kind of knew we had to just relax and get this 1-2 over the line. We were just, Josie straight away goes, oh, come on, you'd lead the championship, take the win. And I said, nah, you know what, mate, at the end of the day, this is the statement from you, mate. So I'm happy with 20 points. Yep. You'd get 28. And this is a little joke towards Betsy and Relics, but come on, boys. The Red Bulls had their dominance, so let's hand it over to the Papayas now. Let's get it going.
Mate, if I had started at the front, I would have lapped you.
Yeah, exactly.
Here we go.
There we go. Cactus was definitely happy.
I started last.
A quick shout out to Betsy as well. Started last and got a podium, mate. Congrats, mate. Got to do anything to feed your ego, so
thanks,
congrats,
buddy.
mate.
Well, geez, I'll tell you what.
And shout out to Josie, mate. Well done.
Okay, mate.
Did you just sledge yourself in the chat? The Aussie goat. No one cares, Kahoot.
No, that's Relics. that's Relics.
That's Relics.
And right now, I don't know what's happened with him, but he's obviously filthy for a reason, so that's fair enough.
Look, we caught.
I love you too, Relics.
We caught the end of it, and look, I'm not going to comment until I see the video, but I'm expecting clips to come in, and we'll
comment on it because I'm an American. It looked like somebody put their nose where it didn't belong and tried to Kevin Magnussen somebody.
Yeah, exactly. Absolutely.
Yeah, I mean everything in that corner, everyone thinks Kevin Magnussen and Alex Albon incident. So who knows?
But mind you, I think by the end of that race, Rubric would be able to spell Husky chocolates in 5 different languages. He followed you guys for so long.
Well, that's the thing with the start. He got a very good start. Josie got a very good start too. And I was kind of like, okay, I'm the middleman here, so I put my car in the middle of the track and Rubric didn't go anywhere. And I was like, he's cursing right now.
Yeah, exactly. Very, very true.
He actually just messaged me then. He said, what's your serial number? I know it off by heart. So.
Yeah, exactly. Very, very true. On to our race winner, and he's been away for a couple of weeks, but good to have him back on the grid. Brand new wheel, new day, new thing, but a great win by Josie Wales. Congratulations, mate. Tell us about your race.
Yeah, I felt quick. I knew this wheel was a lot better as the load cell pedal, and I don't rock ABS, so that's a must for me. I just felt a lot more consistent through corners, and I got the pole, and then me and Kahoot, same thing in the sprint qualifying, and we did the same thing in the race. Just basically stuck with each other. I didn't see what happened with Rubric. I heard the shunt, and then I turned back and I see Rubric spun off, but I can't comment on that. I don't know what happened there.
No,
it's got a bit. I said before the corner, I said this is going to get awkward.
Yeah, I'm just getting messages that Rubric's asked for Kahoot's employment contract. Not too sure what that means. Not too sure what that means, Kahoot, but
in the British terms, you're getting your P45 in the post.
It's pink slips.
No, he did tell me before he wanted to give me a kiss, so I'm pretty sure he's trying to get that into the employment contract. So.
Yeah, I'm not too sure that's what he wants.
A kiss with his fist.
Yeah, exactly. But anyway, we can talk about that later. Look, love the little flying V tribute at the end, the 1-2 across the line, boys. It looked very, very good. Reminded me of a couple of Renos in the rain, Jack, if you remember that day. But that was a good day. But look, guys,
Can we remind Jack of the 10v10?
Sorry,
as well.
What's
we
that?
did 3 across the line in the 10v10.
You did too, exactly. So, but look, you boys dominated today. That's the only way I can say. You were absolutely in a league of your own, the McLarens. Well done to the pair of you. 1-2, and most points you can get, and you'll close that gap to the Red Bulls. Cactus, Jack, anything to add, mate?
Cactus, after you.
I just thought it was beautiful to jump into a lobby and see 2 McLarens running at the front. As a McLaren fan, I just love seeing it. I don't care who's driving.
Yep.
I mean, I'm going to have to come over and watch these races more often as long as I know Kahoot and Wales are in that car. So
yep. Exactly.
I thought it was a beautiful
Normally they'll be at the back
race.
of the pack.
Yep.
Put a salt on the wound there. Okay.
Hey, Betsy, what's next week, mate? I don't know. You can still be seeing the walls. So shut
up. Where are we next week?
I think it's Hungary.
Accidentally, obviously.
Accidentally, yeah. It's an accident.
Kahoot, do you have PTSD of Hungary? So the last 2 races you've done there, I beat you there, and the one after that, you then spun it on the safety car restart.
Well, here's the thing, Jack. I did notice a certain McLaren seemed to win it last time we were there, so let's keep it that way, yeah?
Yes, honestly, I'm a McLaren driver as well, so I'm actually really happy that it was a 1-2. Come on!
Equal performance, McLaren track. Yeah, no, we'll see what happens next week.
Can I give a shout out to everyone for running such low goddamn wings? Made my life very difficult.
Yeah,
Holy crap.
Betsy did not like me.
No, I didn't.
Were you rocking, Betsy?
Yep. There you go.
I was 8-8.
Yeah, I was 7-7. I was feeling the same.
That's why you weren't
Everyone was
catching me in the streets. That's fair enough.
Bro, I caught everyone through Mackett's and Beckett's like maybe.
Yeah, I know.
And then they go
3/10 minimum. And then
That's
it's
what
like
kept me
down
in
the
the
straight, I
front.
gotta use my whole ERS. I'm like, for fuck's sake.
That's what kept me in front in the train. I just kept getting good exits.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Let Pajala wrap up the stream, lads. Come
Well,
on,
there we go. So that's it.
on.
These 3 boys want to go out and do some drinking or whatever. But so tomorrow, Mickey takes us around Britain for Division 3. And then we've got our Euro boys going around Singapore. So Thursday morning for us will be is it Div 2, Div 3 or whatever is it, Div 2 on Thursday, Jack? Is that right?
So we've got Div 1 Aussie and Div 3, Div 1 Euro and Div 3 on Wednesday night, 7:45 British Standard Time, and then Thursday same time we got Division 2, which will be hosted by myself and Lando.
When's the next? Who's the next victim that we're taking out in this 10v10 World Championship that we're won? Like I've called it. I've called it. We've won it.
For the beta, yeah, I have the finishing positions for the beta, of which I'll read out to you now. Bear with me 2 seconds. Right, so in 6th place was HSR with was PSRL with 70 points, HSR with 75. FFG with 93, ERC with 133, V3F1 with 251, and in first place with 357 points was the Rapid Racing League. Absolute domination.
Winner, chicken
and
dinner.
that puts us in
I think you guys need to upgrade who you're versing.
Yeah, well, we need to.
I hear PSGL's available.
Oh god.
If I could look, mate. If I could run in lean mixture the whole time, I would. All right.
Yeah. I'll just give Yano up here a call. See what he's doing on the weekend. So
he just told me then that he's keen.
He's keen. Beautiful. Wrap him up.
The thing is, we can't do it. We can't do them too dirty. So we'll definitely have to put our Div 2 lads out, I think.
Absolutely. Yeah. So also, I saw that the Great Cactus put in there. Be sure to check out the podcast on Sundays. Absolutely. Yeah. When are you boys? You doing another one before F1 for the weekend?
No. So we're going to be doing basically recaps of every F1 weekend. We're trying to make it to where it'll come out that Sunday evening, a few hours after the race. That way, anybody that was at work or whatever can jump in and they can watch that whenever they want. Hopefully, pretty soon we can get that to where it's off of Twitch and actually moved on to like Spotify and iTunes and stuff like that. So
we're trying to gain viewers, Kahoot, not lose them.
Yeah, fair call.
Fair call. But no, I think we've actually got a podcast this Sunday night coming into the race. I know that Noodles was talking about, so look, keep your eyes out for that. But I reckon that's a wrap, boys, for tonight. A fantastic battle in the sprint series. Thanks so much for everyone joining in to our sponsor, Sully's shirt. You never dressed until you're wearing a Sully's. Thanks everybody for tuning in. We will see you next time. Until we meet again, it's lights out and bye for now. See you guys later.